everybody, Fixxxer here. It is July. We have another new month and therefore another channel update. First thing I want to talk about today, June was a very good month for me. In fact, it was my best month ever on my channel. I had more than twice as many views as my second best channel before, and 3 times the amount of minutes watched than my previous best. So June just kind of blew it all out of the water, and it was all because of Prison Architect, oddly enough. And I still am not sure completely why. I know Sips of Yogg's cast and Markiplier both started a Prison Architect series, and that kind of, some came my way from those two guys, but most of my viewers with Prison Architect came from the search engine. And I rank pretty well for a lot of Prison Architect terms, and that pretty much means that search is up. And the only thing I could think of is because of the Xbox and PlayStation 4 released, well, when this goes up, it was still this week? I don't remember. It released very, very recently, within the past week or so. And I'm guessing people were looking for footage before the release. That's the only thing I can guess. So if you were one that came from Prison Architect, let me know how you came about finding me. Pretty interested to know. So anyways, that was my best month. June 2016 was my best month, and I thank you guys for it. That's pretty amazing that people like take time out of their day and watch my shit. I still can't wrap my head around something like that, so that's pretty cool. So I really appreciate that. On to games. What you're probably here for. Not views. Games. Current series, Darkest Dungeon. That's going to keep on going and going. I'm going to play that as long as I can until it gets repetitive and grindy and ragey. I don't expect to finish the game. It's very difficult. I don't think I'm going to be good enough to finish the game. But I could play it for quite a while and have a lot of fun, I think. So, Darkest Dungeon. I'm going to try something different with that. I'm going to release that, I think, every other day, no matter what day it is. So I this past week, Modi, Delgar, and I all released ours on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and after that it's just a free-for-all. We release whenever we want to. And normally I would just go back to like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or maybe just do all weekdays. Well, this time I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and it's just going to go every other day. I'm going to try something like that out. I've never done that before, I don't think. So I'm going to give that a shot. So that's Darkest Dungeon. Prison Architect. I am going to leave that one as weekdays only, so Monday through Friday, until that series is over with. I'm having lots of fun, and it's doing real well. Seems like a good deal. Overwatch. Weekly Brawls. I recorded 2 episodes, actually, last week. It was Soldier only. Everybody was Soldier. And I recorded it twice, and I didn't have fun either time. And when I was editing it, I could tell in my voice that I was not having a good time. And I'm like, I'm not putting this up on my channel. This sounds like shit. So I decided to scrap it and not post it at all. And I think I'm only going to do weekly brawls that I will enjoy from this point on. I was planning on doing all of them, but I don't think that's the case. If one of them I just plain don't enjoy, then I think I'll just skip it. I don't want to put something up where I'm not having fun. GeoGuessr, that's going to keep on going. Same thing. We do the regulars on Wednesdays and the customs on Fridays. That's a real fun series. If you guys have never checked it out, go ahead and give it a shot. And if you do watch it, remember that you can make your own custom map for us to play. If you go to geosetter.com, that's geosettr.com, you can actually create a map for us to play, and we'll do that on Fridays. So that's fun. And I think the last active series I have is Parkitect. And Parkitect has been suffering from unfortunate circumstances of me being busy and other games taking a priority over it, because I have more fun with Darkest Dungeon than I do with Parkitect. Things like that. I don't want to cancel the series. I want to keep it going. I just don't think it's going to be terribly regular. I don't even have my next episode recorded, so I'm not sure how that's going to go, but I'm not going to cancel it. At least not yet. If it keeps on getting postponed, then I may just end up canceling it. So those are all my current series, I believe. Thomas Was Alone ended. What else did I have that ended? get my page up here. So yeah, Thomas Was Alone ended, and my RimWorld series ended, the Rainforest one. So that's been pretty neat that I got to complete that. Fun times. And I think that's about it. Future series, easy one to cover. First thing I want to talk about is Her Story. I actually recorded Her Story, and the game, I ran into some issues, and the game takes place in the 90s, where you're sitting at a computer terminal in a police station, and I guess you're a cop or an investigator, and you're looking through this database of videos. And the problem I ran into, well, first thing is the interface is awful, and there's like a queue, or not a queue. There's a session area where you can look. You're looking at all these videos, right? And you can grab a video and put it down in your session area so you can like piece together a longer video from all these little clips and perhaps get a better perspective on the story. And there's a button to clear your session. And I thought that was going to clear my temporary session down below with all my temporary videos, because that seemed logical, but it doesn't. It deletes the game. They actually have a button in there that deletes all your progress, and it does not tell you that's what it does. So I did that. I got upset. So I scrapped, obviously, what I had, and I re-recorded it. And it got to the point where I had so many issues with the interface, and the dev has actually gotten a lot of complaints about the interface, and his reaction is, or their, I don't know, I think it was a one-man team, I don't know. Their reaction was, well, it takes place in the 90s on an old computer. It was a clunky interface on Windows back then. I'm not even sure if it is Windows. It might be like Windows 3.1. I don't know. And he said that's just kind of how it was. And it's like, yeah, even if that is true, if it is true, it doesn't matter. It doesn't come across very well for a game. And the interface was too much for me to overcome to like the game. And I scrapped it all together. I'm not touching that freaking game ever again. So that's Her Story, which is a shame because it was fairly interesting. I would have liked to put it on my channel, but oh well, things happen. No Her Story. I bring that up because it was part of that poll that I put up a couple months ago of what games you guys would like to see, and that one did pretty well. Sorry, ain't gonna happen. Screw that game. Brothers, I will be having Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons coming out on my channel. Probably, I think, when this goes up, so tomorrow, Saturday, I think is when the first episode goes up. There's 7 episodes. I expect it to be a little bit longer than that. I think 12 or so, but it didn't happen. It's 7 episodes, short series, story-driven game, and it's one of those games where you should play it before you watch it. And I know I say that a lot because I do a lot of story-driven games, but it's really never more true than it is with this game. It does something unique about conveying emotion through controls, and as a viewer, you can't experience that. And I think that's a big deal for this game. So, watch it if you need to, want to, whatever, I don't care. But I would highly recommend you just play it instead. And you can usually get it on Steam sales for like $3, so you may as well. That's Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Next up, I'm considering doing an Overwatch parody series. I don't know if you saw the video that I put up last week, but it did really damn well. Got 500 views out of nowhere, which is not entirely normal for me at all. And it was just a parody video. It was like 40 seconds long. And I just took one of my favorite scenes of one of my favorite movies, and I did like a typical Overwatch play of the game parody video of it. I don't know. It was fun. I liked it. I had fun. Maybe you guys like to see a series on that? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's something I could do over the long term or find enough content to do something like that with. I don't know. Did you guys like it? Let me know if you liked it. Other possible future series. I asked for a few keys from a couple devs. I asked for a key for Inside, which is done by Playdead, which is the development studio that did Limbo. And Inside comes out July 7th. I would really like to LP this game, and if I get a key for it, it's going up on my channel, so you can hopefully anticipate that. If I don't get a key for it, then it won't be happening soon, but we'll see. I also asked for a key for a game called Headlander, which is a Metroidvania game, and I'm not a huge fan of Metroidvania games, but this one looks fantastic. It's like a retro sci-fi, like 70s sci-fi side-scroller. Really, really strange aesthetic, but I absolutely loved the aesthetic. And it was done by Double Fine and published by Adult Swim. So I don't know exactly when that's coming out. In fact, I'm not even sure if it's got a release date yet. I think it's sometime in July. Anyways, I asked for a key for that one as well. And if I get one, it's going up on the channel, so you can hopefully expect that. And thirdly, We Happy Few. I have not asked for a key yet because they're not available. But they'll be available soon. And possibly very soon. And if they are, I'm going to try to get a key for that one as well. Get that also up on my channel. That's a really strange one where you live in this... I don't even want to say you live. You're in this town full of all these people who have taken drugs to make themselves happy. And you've got to blend in with the crowd and not show any kind of sadness, or else they'll spot you and kill you because you're supposed to be happy. Really creepy-ass game. Really creepy. And it looks really fun. Really, really fun. So I'm going to ask for a key for that one too, and hopefully I get it. Otherwise, still waiting on Kentucky Route Zero. The dev keeps saying it's very, very, very soon, and every time we hear it, it's still very, very soon. So I don't know. Haven't heard anything else beside that. As soon as it does go up, though, that's going up on my channel, that's for sure. I consider that pretty much my top priority, so... I'll stop a series to record that if I can, if I have to. And Void and Mendler has been hinting at the next episode coming out soon. So I'm thinking very, very soon, possibly by the end of July, which means I'll jump back on that one too. And I think that about does it for this month. Of course, I got my eyes open. There's No Man's Sky coming out in August. That's for next month. I would really like to play that one. I don't know about LPing it, though. What do you guys think about No Man's Sky? I really love the idea. Of course, you got to take it with a grain of salt. You got to prepare yourself for being hugely disappointed on a game that's got a scale that big. It's got all these plans and all these expectations on what that game is. You know, it's basically Spore all over again, and I'm hoping that we don't see another Spore where it comes out and it's a complete disappointment, and you know, it isn't anything like what we were hoping it would be. So I'm hoping No Man's Sky can live up to its height. I got my fingers crossed. Let me know what you guys think about No Man's Sky. I don't know. Anyways, I think that about does it for this month. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next month. Bye-bye.